Have you ever heard someone say that certain numbers can bring a positive turnaround in your life? It might sound simple, even strange, but some numbers truly carry the power to break the cycle of struggle and open the door to financial breakthroughs. These aren't just random digits pulled out of nowhere. They are connected to rare planetary alignments and are charged with cosmic energy. Even legendary seers like Nostradamus and Baba Vanga believed in the influence of numerology and astrology on human destiny. In this video, we're diving into 6 powerful numbers rooted in ancient Buddhist teachings, and I'll show you exactly how to align them with your daily life to tap into their energy. So, make sure you don't skip any part of this journey. Take a closer look at your own life. Have you ever noticed the same numbers appearing again and again on digital clocks, grocery bills, license plates, or sometimes even in your dreams? That's not coincidence. That's consciousness trying to get your attention. According to Buddhist wisdom, energy flows where attention goes. When we tune into the signs around us mindfully and intentionally, we begin to unlock a deeper rhythm. A rhythm that resonates with abundance, perfect timing, and inner purpose. So, if you've been waiting for a sign, this is it. The last week of July 2025 could be a powerful turning point in your life, but only if you choose to see the signs and align with them. And stay with me until the very end, because I'll also reveal a bonus number, a rare and powerful frequency known for accelerating manifestations when used with focused intention. It could be the final key your energy needs right now. Before we begin, take a moment and do one simple thing. Tap the like button, subscribe to Buddhism Trail, and share this affirmation in the comments. I attract wealth with peace. Let's begin. Number 12, the silent power behind purposeful living. We cross paths with the number 12 more often than we realize. It's stitched into the very rhythm of our daily lives. 12 hours of day, 12 hours of night, 12 months that carry us through the seasons of growth, rest, change, and renewal. It's so embedded in the structure of time that we often forget to question its deeper meaning. But 12 isn't just a number. It's a signal, a framework, a cosmic reminder that everything, even the chaos in our lives, moves in cycles. That beneath the surface of every struggle is a pattern waiting to be understood, a harmony waiting to be heard. In spiritual teachings, especially in Buddhism, 12 carries a weight far beyond calendars and clocks. It's the key to understanding how suffering is born and how awakening is possible through what's known as the 12 links of dependent origination. These aren't commandments or rigid laws. They're insights tracing how our thoughts become habits, how our desires mold our choices, and how each decision echoes into the world we experience. It's like realizing that your mind is not a passenger, it's the driver. That your suffering didn't randomly arrive, it followed a path. And if you can trace that path backward with awareness, you can begin to unravel it. 12 invites us to reflect deeply. What is triggering my reaction? Why am I stuck in this loop? How can I create a different outcome by simply responding with presence instead of reflex? You are not a leaf in the wind. You're the one steering the sail. In Buddhist wisdom, true strength doesn't need to be loud or dramatic. It doesn't come from forcing outcomes or chasing after recognition. Instead, it grows in the stillness, in restraint, in presence. In that quiet moment when you choose awareness over impulse. Imagine the energy of the tiger, not wild or restless, but calm and composed. Watching, knowing, acting not out of fear, but out of perfect alignment with the moment. That's the power number 12 brings. Not reaction, but response. Not noise, but knowing. This kind of strength isn't easily seen, but it's always felt. It's in the choice to stay grounded when everything feels shaky. In the willingness to listen to your inner compass, when the world demands noise and urgency. So, ask yourself today, what if your next breakthrough wasn't in doing more, but in doing what truly matters? What if real abundance isn't found in chasing the world, but in aligning with your truth? Maybe all it takes is one intentional breath before speaking, one honest no to something that drains you, one bold yes to something your soul has been whispering for. Number 18, where overthinking meets inner breakthrough. Have you ever laid awake at night with your brain refusing to shut off? 1 minute you're thinking about what you forgot to do today. The next, you're imagining your life 5 years from now. Then suddenly, you're replaying an awkward conversation from 10 years ago. It feels like your thoughts are sprinting through time without warning, pulling you into memories, plans, fears, and dreams all at once. Most people call this overthinking. But what if it's something more? That restless mental storm isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of potential. In fact, in Buddhist thought, this state is known as the monkey mind. A mind that leaps from thought to thought, like a monkey from tree to tree. But here's the twist. The goal isn't to silence this mind, but to understand its rhythm and use it wisely. Number 18 doesn't ask for silence. It asks for transformation. The number 1 represents bold beginnings. The kind of energy that says, let's go first. Let's create. Let's move. The number 8 brings in grounded power. It speaks to structure, abundance, discipline, and balance. Together, 18 becomes a powerful signal that your mind, no matter how chaotic it feels, is capable of producing genius-level creativity. If you allow it to breathe, you're not broken. You're bursting with ideas that haven't been shaped yet. So, what can you do with this energy? Start a mind dump ritual. Just 18 minutes. Write, sketch, voice note, or doodle without direction. Let whatever's in your head spill out. Don't filter it. Don't judge it. Most breakthroughs begin as messes. Reframe the noise. When your thoughts spiral into self-doubt or confusion, pause. Ask yourself, is this thought building something or breaking me down? That pause creates space. That space opens clarity. Lean into spontaneity. Say yes to detours. A random conversation. A new route home. A spontaneous creative urge. Often, the universe speaks clearest in unscheduled moments. Buddhist teachings remind us, the mind is not an enemy to be fought. It is a mirror, a teacher, a storyteller. And when you stop trying to push it away, and instead meet it where it is, that's when magic begins. Drop a comment below. I trust the flow of my thoughts. I turn restlessness into power. Number 18 is not about being still. It's about movement with meaning. It's about embracing the mess and realizing that within it, your brilliance has been waiting all along. Number 36, your gateway to inner freedom. Let's pause for a second and ask something most people avoid. Are you truly living your own life, or just existing in someone else's version of it? For many of us, the chains aren't physical, they're mental. They come in the form of expectations, routines, and outdated beliefs that no longer serve our growth. You might wake up every morning with a list of things to do, but deep inside, feel like a stranger in your own life. That's not freedom. That's survival mode. The number 36 enters here as a subtle wake-up call. It's not loud. It doesn't demand attention. But if you listen closely, it whispers a powerful truth. You are allowed to live life in a way that honors your spirit. In numerology, 3 is the voice of your soul. It sparks creativity, urges you to speak your truth, explore your passions, and embrace who you are without apology. 6 is the grounding force. It brings in wisdom, care, and the courage to carry responsibility without losing yourself. Together, 3 and 6 create a spiritual alignment where self-expression meets emotional maturity. It's not rebellion. It's conscious liberation. From the lens of Buddhist philosophy, attachment isn't just to things. It's to identities, illusions, and stories we tell ourselves. Maybe you've outgrown your job, your role in a relationship, or an old dream that no longer fits the person you're becoming. Clinging to what was will only blur the path to what can be. So how do you activate the energy of 36 in your life? Step 1. Take 5 minutes today and ask yourself, what part of my life feels like a performance? Be brutally honest. Then write it down. Don't judge it, just observe. The truth loses its weight when acknowledged. Step 2. Reclaim your spark. Think of one moment where you felt real. Not for approval, not for success, but simply alive. Recreate a version of that this week. Whether it's dancing, painting, walking barefoot on grass, or having an unfiltered conversation, give yourself permission to be you. Step 3. Protect your energy. Audit your surroundings. Who makes you shrink? Who makes you expand? Distance isn't cruel. It's clarity. Surround yourself with those who support your growth, not those who compete with it. You were never meant to live caged by fear or drained by repetition. You're like the open sky, vast, aware, and free. And number 36 is not a code for wealth alone. It's a reminder that wealth begins within, when you reclaim your choices, your voice, and your truth. Number 48, the strength hidden in stillness. Have you ever felt like the world is in a constant rush? As if you're supposed to have it all figured out by now? Success by 25. A six-figure income. Trending posts. A dream life on display. But what if this rush is exactly what's holding you back? That's where the number 48 comes in. Not as a shortcut to success, but as a reminder that slow is not the same as stuck. This number holds a quiet kind of strength, the kind that doesn't shout for attention or chase after instant results. Instead, it encourages you to trust in the unseen work, the patient grind, the intentional steps no one claps for. Think about a mountain trail. Not every step is exciting, but every one of them is essential. Let's break it down. The number 4 symbolizes structure, routine, and consistency. It's the energy of making your bed even when no one sees it, journaling when your mind feels chaotic, planting habits instead of chasing hacks. It represents that stable ground you stand on when the world spins too fast. Now look at the number 8, a symbol of infinite flow, of abundance earned through alignment, not force. It carries the energy of karma, of effort returned, of wealth that begins not in your bank account, but in your mind and your values. Together, 48 is a vibration of calm creation. It doesn't scream for likes. It doesn't crave validation. It simply shows up again and again until life begins to shift around it. And spiritually, it's something deeper. It's showing up to your meditation, even when your mind is restless. It's the choice to keep believing in your path when results aren't visible yet. It's saying, I trust the process, not because it's easy, but because it's right. You see, the number 48 isn't flashy, but it's unshakable. Just like the teachings of the Buddha remind us, transformation happens not through force, but through consistent, mindful action. So if you're in a season where nothing seems to be moving, remember this. You're not being delayed. You're being rooted. Number 48 isn't about overnight change. It's about becoming unshakable from within. And when you live from that place, you don't just attract abundance. You embody it. Number 24, the hidden strength in slowing down. What if I told you that your greatest strength doesn't come from hustle, from noise, or from constantly proving your worth, but from your ability to pause, to be still, to remain grounded when the world around you spins in chaos? Number 24 invites you to reconsider how you move through life. Not with force or frenzy, but with quiet confidence. You see, we often think power looks like action. Fast decisions, loud voices, staying busy. But there's a different kind of power. One that doesn't need the spotlight. One that lives in the calm between the chaos. As July 2025 draws near, number 24 becomes your invitation to return to your core, to stop trying to be everywhere at once, and instead, be fully present where it matters. Because success isn't about how much you do. It's about how aligned your actions are with your purpose. The number 2 is the heart, your inner compass, the empathy, intuition, and emotional intelligence that guide your deeper knowing. Now, pair that with the number 4, the foundation. Forgive structure, patience, and unwavering consistency. Together, they create a balance between emotional wisdom and steady growth. Picture someone at a busy intersection. Everyone's rushing, pushing, speaking over one another. But then, there's this one person who isn't moved by the noise. They observe. They wait. They act only when it matters. and somehow everyone notices them. That's the energy of 24. It doesn't seek attention. It naturally commands respect. It's the magnetic calm in a storm. The Buddha himself lived this truth. He didn't argue or shout. He simply embodied peace, and people listened. So, here's your gentle call from the universe. Create a small ritual that helps you reconnect with yourself. It could be a morning silence, a mindful walk, a journal entry, or simply 5 deep breaths. Let your presence lead the way. And if this message resonates with you, affirm it now in the comments. I lead with stillness. I build with peace. I move with intention. Don't go anywhere, because what comes next might surprise you. The bonus number we're about to reveal carries a completely different energy. It's not just about grounding. It's about starting over. Rewriting your story with clarity and confidence. The final code number 8, flow, balance, and the return of fortune. As we reach the closing moment of this journey, we arrive at the number that holds a secret many overlook, the number 8. To the casual eye, it's just a digit, ordinary, basic, nothing special. But when you begin to observe beyond the surface, 8 transforms into something profound. A loop of endless motion. A rhythm of return. Turn it sideways, and you see the symbol of infinity. A reminder that life doesn't move in a straight line. It circles. It flows. And it always finds its way back to center. But what does this really mean for someone like you? Living in today's fast-paced, goal-driven world, we're taught that progress is linear. More effort, more hustle, more grind equals success. But the energy of 8 tells a different story. One where success is not a race, but a rhythm. One where stillness is not a delay, but part of the design. One where letting go is often the first step toward receiving. In Buddhist philosophy, the power of 8 is deeply embedded in the Noble Eightfold Path, a guide not just for enlightenment, but for freedom in everyday living. It teaches us that prosperity isn't about chasing what's outside of us, but cultivating what's within us. Clarity, kindness, purpose, and presence. 8 is the number of integration. It's where inner alignment meets outer expression. Let me tell you about a man named Adam, a small business owner from New Jersey. He once ran a startup that collapsed under pressure, leaving him with debts, self-doubt, and sleepless nights. He felt defeated until one quiet morning, while cleaning out his old journal, he stumbled upon a doodle he had drawn years ago. The number 8, scribbled repeatedly in circles. Something about it made him pause. That day, instead of trying to fix everything all at once, he made one new choice to do 8 mindful things daily. Just 8. He started with silence. Then reading a few pages of a spiritual text, a small act of generosity, a healthy meal, a single walk without his phone. He simplified, slowed down, and committed to consistency, not urgency. Over time, things shifted. His mindset softened. His confidence returned. And eventually, so did his financial stability. But this time, it didn't come with stress. It came with peace. That's the gift of 8. It brings back balance. It teaches you to move with life, not against it. Here's how you can bring this number into your own life. Every morning, take 8 minutes just for you.
No screams. No noise.
Just breath, stillness, and reflection. Every week, do 8 acts of service, not because you're trying to be good, but because kindness naturally clears the path for abundance. Once a month, write 8 clear intentions not based on fear or pressure, but based on how you truly want to live and feel. Abundance doesn't arrive with drama. It comes gently through patterns, through patience, through daily rituals that reconnect you to who you are. 8 isn't magic. It's a mirror. It reflects what you put into the world, and it multiplies it. So, as we complete this journey, take a deep breath and let this number settle in your awareness. Think of it not as an end, but as a cycle beginning again with more wisdom, more peace, and more purpose. If today's video sparked something in your heart, a small shift, a silent realization honors it. Hit that like button, subscribe to Buddhism Trail, and drop this affirmation in the comments. I welcome prosperity with peace. Until we meet again, stay grounded, stay mindful, and always follow the rhythm within. I'll see you in the next video.